My video. I just want to show you guys real quick what my desk looks like. Nothing really special here. I just, it's just what my desk is. Obviously got my computer here. And this is actually a label maker because this past weekend I was going through various buckets and putting labels on them, so I can just open up my closet, which I'll go ahead and show you guys right now so you can see what the heck I'm actually talking about. And just immediately at a glance know what's in that bucket. Like, as you can see, most of these are Star Wars, so Star Wars clones, miscellaneous Star Wars Revenge of the Sith loose figures, because I have a lot of figures from that, because obviously I was a kid when Revenge of the Sith came out, so got a lot of toys from that. Revenge of the Sith carded figures, miscellaneous carded figures, and then that one I have yet to put a label on, but that's pretty much just miscellaneous figures as well. So that's what I was, one of the things in regards to my collection that I was doing this past weekend. So that's why that's there. And also, a few of my figures that I've gotten recently, just, like to have on my shelf, such as Solomon Grundy here. He's a beast. He is just freaking huge. Really, that's one of the reasons he's here, is because he's too big to fit on my DC villain shelf. As well as, like, The Question and Boba Fett. And then there's some video games. My tower video games. I like to put whatever video games I'm currently playing right there, just a little bit of, add another touch of display to my collection. And then there's just kind of, basket of junk. There's TV, blah, 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 and then the consoles down there, PlayStation 3, Wii, PS2, and Xbox 360, and then more magazine racks, and then an old McFarlane Matrix Neo figure, which is that. So there's that, and then on to the final part of my collection that I'm very happy with how it turned out. And that is, yes, I finally sorry, getting my words tied up here now. That's what happens when you're doing 20-minute long videos. You start to mess up on stuff. But I finally fulfilled my New Year's promise. New Year's, what do they call those? Anyway, I said that I was going to hang stuff up from the ceiling, and I finally did. So there's that. Let me see. So that's the Torrent Fighter, I believe that's what that's called. Made its debut in the Micro Series, the Clone Wars Micro Series. There's Biggs X-Wing right there, the Red 3 X-Wing, which I really love how that looks. The X-Wing was just made to be, hung up from the ceiling. It just looks fantastic. S-foils in attack position. And then there's the Arc Fighter from the Revenge of the Sith toy line. Obviously very similar in design to the X-Wing, since, in-universe, that was supposed to be the predecessor of that. And then the B-Wing. So, very happy with how this turned out. I think it really adds kind of like a almost museum-like quality to your collection. Just having it hang from the ceiling. And it also lets you display more things, really, because most of these were things that if I didn't hang them from the ceiling, then I wouldn't have had any space to display them anyway, so they've just gone back in a bucket. I was actually, was going to say here is that I actually originally planned to hang the gunship from the ceiling, but there were a bit of logistical problems with that. First off, it's just such a heavy thing, and also because it has figures on it, I didn't want them, falling off and getting busted and stuff, so I just decided to, instead of hanging that up, to put it on this shelf and hang up the X-Wing, which I'm actually very glad that I did, because the X-Wing, I just love how that looks. I'll give you guys a shot there, kind of a shot from above each one. And the B-Wing over here. So I'm very happy with how that turned out. And I can't recommend enough that you guys, if you have stuff like vehicles, you know, really a lot of things that you can hang up from the ceiling. I mean, you got Star Wars vehicles, and you know, you don't have to limit yourself there. You can go with G.I. Joe, if you got like some jet fighters, or if you have superheroes even. I mean, you could, I think it'd be really cool to, you know, hang a Superman from the ceiling and have him, you know, flying around. I think that'd look great too. Just a lot of things that you can do with just, you know, some fishing line and some ceiling hooks. Now, if you're wondering what specific types I used, I have those here. This is what these are. So these are the ceiling hooks, two different types. These ones are a bit more heavy duty for the heavier vehicles, like the ARC 170, and I think that was, yeah, that's the only one I used it on because that was the heaviest. So these hooks are a bit more heavy duty for a heavier vehicle, but these ones are perfectly fine for, you know, like the V-Wing, the X-Wing, the Torrent Fighter. And then some fishing line, which, you know, this stuff was designed to be able to hold, you know, fish that weigh several hundred pounds. So it'll sure as heck hold some Star Wars toys that weigh, you know, a few pounds. And it's also fishing line, as you can see. This is also some clear stuff when you just have it single-stranded. So really, at most times, you can hardly tell that there's a wire hanging there. I mean, you can still faintly see it, of course, but it's very difficult to make out. So you can see, barely see the wires. So I really like that. So that's pretty much it for my collection room tour. If you're watching this, then I'll most likely have broken it up into a couple different parts because I see that I'm going at 26 minutes here, and a lot of people wouldn't want to, you know, sit through 26 minutes of me blabbering about my room. Just step back as much as I can to give you guys a wide shot of my collection. Let's get the lights out of the way. So this is pretty much the final stage of my collection room. So I guess I should call this collection room update number 5, since that's where I left off when I was doing my week by week updates. And this is the final end result of it. Of course, you know, things are going to change over time. That's just natural, but this is, for the most part, how my collection room is going to look for the foreseeable future. So again, I'm very happy with how it is. I can't recommend enough that you guys out there, if you have, you know, if you need some more space in your collection, definitely hang some of your vehicles up from the ceiling. I think it looks great. You know, especially for some reason I'm always drawn to how the X-Wing looks. I just like that one the most, I guess. But I think it looks great. So it's a great way to save space in your collection as well. You know, if you just have vehicles hanging above it instead of actually taking up shelf space, because, you know, vehicles, as we all know, are huge. They take up huge amounts of space on your shelf. So with, you know, the space that I save from hanging up, you know, hanging up this ARC fighter, you know, you can pretty much put all these single figures on your shelf. So great space saver, that is. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this videos. At this point in time, I have no clue what I'm going to do with this, but that's my collection room. So again, thank you guys for the 1,000 subscribers. I couldn't do this without you. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you who come back week after week and watch these videos, or month after month, and, you know, stick with me, because I know I'm not the most active YouTuber out there. You know, it's just very busy as of late, especially this month of January. It's been finals month for me at school. So, oh yeah, and there's that. I forgot to show you guys that. But I've been very busy this month, and haven't really had anything out. And my first video of the year and the first month of the year is almost over. So if that'll tell you anything. So thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll bring you guys another video sometime in the near future, hopefully. So again, thank you guys for the 1,000 subscribers. This is Trick Vet signing out. Bye.